Hi everyone, my name is Nikita Kralkov. I'm a second-year software development student at Seneca College, and right now I will demonstrate assignment number 4, in which we are required to create an Angular website, utilize the web API, and connect it to MongoDB Atlas cloud database. So I will begin with a demonstration of website itself. So here is the home page. I didn't change anything at all here. It's just a bootstrap free template. Let me proceed to blog part. So here we can see the elements. It's like a postcard, and data was loaded from web API. So everything you can see here in each individual post, like a picture, the title, the user, the date, everything was loaded from web API. So here I have like 8 posts per page, and at the bottom you can see I have the pagination component. I can switch the pages like this, and I have the limit of 8 posts per page. So another functionality in this in the blog component is that I have the filtering by categories and by tags. So let me demonstrate you this. Firstly, I will filter by the action category. So as you can see, only posts with the category action appeared in the search. Same with adventures, comedy, etc. And right now I will filter the posts by tag. So I specified scary tag, as you can see, and let me open up a post to demonstrate you that it has a scary tag here. So here I open it up post. I can open up every post, and I proceed with this using the object ID of each individual post. So here we have the title of the post itself, and the comments. Let me add another comments to demonstrate you how they work. So I added another comment, and let me go back to blog and open it up again. So as you can see, everything saved, because it's not just a static data, it was loaded to web API itself, and now this comment being stored in the cloud database. So that's it on the demonstration of the blog part. Right now I will proceed with the admin route. So that's just a menu for the admin. Here we have a functionality to update existing posts. Let me demonstrate you this. For example, here the title is Gia. Let me change this to GIG. As you can see, the title was successfully updated. Now let me demonstrate you that it was updated in the blog part as well. So as you can see, the title is GIG. Let me change this back to default. Okay, so and another functionality of the admin menu is that we can add a new post. Let me add a new post real quick here. So as you can see from the admin menu, the post was added successfully. Now let me demonstrate you this from the blog part. So here, as you can see, the new post was successfully added. Let me open it up. Here we can read the description I just pasted in it, the title, the user. By the way, the user and date, it generates this automatically. Date is the current date, and user is the current user. Let me demonstrate you the last functionality of the admin menu. Let me delete this post. The post was successfully deleted, as you can see, and the same goes for the blog part. You can not longer see the post. Now let me talk about the challenges I experienced during this assignment. The hardest thing for me was deploying this app to Heroku. By the way, as you can see, right now we're not on the local host. We in the internet, so I deployed this app and everyone can access this page using this link. So the hardest thing for me was to deploy this app to Heroku. I experienced a lot of errors and I spent like a couple of hours fixing the bugs and errors, but in the end I achieved the task and I deployed this app to Heroku. And another minor difficulty for me was adding a new post. So let me demonstrate you this in code. Here I have the new post component. And the thing is that I don't know why, but my post service did not want to push the element I created into the database because the ID I specified was empty. So let me explain you this. I have a class that has ID parameter and it's by default is empty. So when I created a new post, the ID was specified as empty and my service was trying to push to database the post with empty ID. And I didn't know how to fix this because MongoDB didn't want to accept element without ID specified. So I had to take this code from the internet. It generates the object ID and MongoDB accepts only object ID generated like this. So that was the fix for me. I spent like an hour or two trying to figure out how to deal with this error. Okay, let me demonstrate you other code as well. I think the most here's the main code. I'd say it's the post service that utilize the web API. Here I have the functions that takes data according to parameters or the functions itself, but in the end each functions utilize this web API. I posted on Heroku as well. So here is get post with parameters, and depending on parameters it will give you the according value, the according datum. Here I can get a post by ID, get categories, get tags, get all posts, and here is the latest functions I added is the new post, update post by ID, and delete post by ID. I use them in the admin module. Let me demonstrate you the latest components I added in this project. Is the new post component I showed you earlier, and another is edit post component. So they're almost the same. Here I utilize the delete post and I utilize the post service, delete post by ID, and I use ID that was specified in the route. Okay, that's it on the demonstration, I guess, and about how I would evaluate myself. To be honest, I achieved like everything, every task that was that we were required to do. So I'd say that 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 because I didn't implement the security. It was like a bonus. So what I mean is, when I try to access the admin menu, it should ask me to authenticate. I didn't implement this because I don't really have a time to do this. Today is the deadline. But other than that, I'd say that it's solid 9 out of 10. So that's it. Thank you. Take care.